So should you even spend your time, effort, and energy to go to these local hamfests? I mean, come on. There's no national vendors. There's no big manufacturers. There's not hundreds of swap meet tables. I mean, what's the point? Why go? Well, I recently went to the Cowtown Hamfest here in Fort Worth. So let's talk about it and figure it out. Most small hamfests don't attract the national retailers. They don't bring in the big manufacturers, they don't have huge door prize lists, and they don't have hundreds of tables in their swap meet area. And it's for obvious reasons. These small events don't attract thousands of hams. If you're lucky, you'll get 50 tables, a local retailer, and a few hundred hams. I recently attended the Fort Worth Cowtown Hamfest. Now this is one of the local events in my area, and I'm fortunate. I've got several within driving distance. This one's about an hour from me. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the people I ran into, the groups and vendors that were there, the overall attendance, talk a little bit about the door prizes, the classes and educational opportunities, and I'm going to show you 3 of the items that I found that I thought were really cool while I was walking through the Hamfest. So let's get to it. The Cowtown attendance was strong. I rolled in at 11 on Saturday and the parking lot was packed. Always a good sign at a local Hamfest. Inside I ran into a number of ham buddies I only see at the local shows. I also met Andy, KF5ORM, from the Shreveport Hamfest Club, Sarah. He was giving those of us with a camera a taste of our own medicine. Speaking of those with cameras, there were plenty of YouTuber support at the show. Hamradio 2.0, KB5MIQ Big Boy, and you can't miss Tank Radio if he's in the building. Now, if those images resembled Old West Wanted posters, that was pure coincidence, I promise. Besides ARRL representation, AMSAT and ARIS were well represented. I always have to stop by and check out someone's SAT rig. The door prizes were respectable. A Yaesu FT70, a Samlex 35 amp power supply, and a Yaesu 710 field. Not bad at all. This show always does a great job with education. Let me point out some of my favorites. Getting started with microwave radio, microwave transverter setup, and how to solder surface mount devices. They also lined up Randy Berger, the Director of Engineering for ARIS. How cool is that? You could also take a class on reading Smith charts, another great education option. Okay, let's talk about my 3 picks of the show. These are the items that caught my eye and stood apart from everything else. First is this MMT 10 meter to 220 transverter. I have 2 flavors of this transverter, one of which is 220, or I would have been tempted to pick this one up. A very cool find. Second is the Signalink SL1 Plus. This is the best version of this line, and it was in great shape. I just love how small it is. This one came home with me for 40 bucks.
With nothing but Texas country.
And third is this very cool radio. This is a German-made 1962 Siemens radio. It sounded great, was in great shape, and it was a great deal at 30 bucks. I looked it up when I got home, and these went for 285 Deutschmarks when they came out. Unbelievable. This experience is not too unlike my experience at other local hamfests. So if you ask me, are they worth my time, effort, and energy to attend? Absolutely. I always get something out of attending a local hamfest. Now, I am curious to hear from you. Tell me about your local hamfest experiences. Are they worth your time, effort, and energy? I can't wait to hear what you say. All right, folks, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. 7-3.